Volunteer doctors working with Tunisian and European NGOs have reported suspected cases of organ trafficking. This has prompted both NGOs to warn families to protect children and guarantee their health instead of risking their lives in the Mediterranean Sea. Now, since 2020, irregular migration from and through Tunisia has surged. Tens of thousands of Tunisian and foreign migrants have embarked from the country's source to an attempt to reach Europe. Let's hear more of that in this report.
Suspicions of organ trafficking have been reported by volunteer doctors who work for Tunisian and European NGOs after the repatriation of the remains of Tunisian irregular migrants over the past 2 years.
The number of candidates for irregular migration has skyrocketed, while the number of sea and land routes are limited and unsafe. Families no longer hesitate to risk their lives. Children are often trapped. All smuggling of organs and child trafficking occurs during irregular migration attempts inside the Schengen space.
The Observatory of the Forum for Economic and Social Rights, which specializes in migration issues, warns that undocumented migrants, including children, are the target of criminal networks throughout Europe.
Once they reach Europe, undocumented migrants, including women and children, live in poor conditions. They are exposed to more danger. Many are pushed by criminal groups into drug trafficking and sexual exploitation. The hellish experience does not end on European soil. It rather gets worse.
Valentina Zagaria is an Italian researcher who documents the flows of irregular migrants in the Mediterranean basin, Africa and Europe. Zagaria blames European countries for pushing back child migrants at the borders.
It is a fact that Europe makes it very difficult to access its territory legally. The only people who are not sent back to Tunisia are minors and kids. It's illegal to deport them. That is why irregular migrants are younger. Europe's restrictions are behind the surge in migrant children trafficking.
Tunisian and European activists have called on authorities and families to protect children and guarantee them the right to health and education, instead of pushing them to risk their lives in the central Mediterranean Sea route. The stretch of the Mediterranean Sea between North Africa and Italy is one of the main migratory routes to Europe. Local NGOs are urging the Tunisian government to exchange information with Libya, another main crossing point, and Italy on suspicions of child trafficking and organ smuggling.